If you've made it this far, it's not by chance. There's something in motion between the sky and the silence, and your guardian angels chose this moment for you to hear. The universe calls you by name, like a whisper carried by the wind and nostalgia. Take a deep breath. Do you feel that energy? It's God opening a crack of light where there once seemed to be shadow. Because today, this message is for you, and it's about someone, about a connection that persists, even when time tries to erase it. Where are you watching from right now? Write it in the comments, because that's where this energy starts to reach you. Today, there is a presence observing you in silence, a person trying to convince themselves that what they feel is just a memory when in reality, it's longing disguised as logic. You might not see it, but your thoughts are crossing the air to the other side of this person's heart. The universe shows a curious scene. It's as if a window is closed, yet light still escapes through the cracks. That light is you. Even when the other tries to shut it down, you keep shining. There's something in your energy that doesn't fade, because it was marked by purpose, not by chance. This person thinks, questions, analyzes. Was it real? Do I still feel it? And what the universe replies is simple. True love cannot be explained by logic. It can only be felt with the soul. God knows what's in hearts. He sees the moment when someone tries to build walls with arguments, but inside kneels before their own longing. That's how this person is right now, trying to argue with what they feel, trying to rationalize what was born in mystery. And you, perhaps you have felt this. Maybe you've woken up in the last few days with a thought that comes from nowhere. A name, a gaze, a memory. But it doesn't come from nowhere. It's a subtle call. The guardian angels are working on this bond more because what was true never breaks. It only transforms until it finds its way back. There's something the universe wants you to understand today. This connection has not been lost. It is being refined by time. And while this is happening, God is preparing you for the reunion, not necessarily in the same form, but with the same purpose. This person carries a beautiful and painful duality. On the outside, they try to move on, try to show control. But inside, there is a silent field where your name still flowers, and no matter how much they try to uproot it, something sprouts again. Because love that is born with purpose doesn't obey logic. It follows the call of the soul. Do you know that feeling of being in two worlds at once, trying to follow the rational but being pulled by the heart? That's how this person is right now, in an internal dialogue almost invisible between what is right and what is felt. But what they still haven't realized is that true love is not an illusion, it's intuition. And intuition is the purest way God speaks to us. The angels show that there are signs repeating, songs that suddenly play, times that repeat, dreams that feel real. It's as if the universe is reminding you, don't doubt what you feel, because what is true vibrates beyond time. You might have even tried to distance yourself as well, to try to erase it. But there's something calling you back, not as a prison, but as a reminder of what is sacred. Love that is born with purpose is not a prison, it is a mirror. This person reflects something in you. Perhaps something you still need to heal, perhaps something you need to acknowledge. But there is beauty in that. Because through this bond, God teaches you about surrender, about patience, about faith. How many times have you tried to understand the why things didn't flow as you dreamed, why the silence hurts so much? The universe answers, because there are lessons hidden in the pause. Silence is the ground where destiny writes without haste. While you wait, paths are being aligned, fears are being dissolved, and hearts are learning to love without fear. This person feels your absence like an echo. They try to distract themselves, but there are moments when their thoughts return. They come back and insist, like a song that the heart can't forget. And in that instant, guardian angels come close. They whisper hope into this person's ear, even when they try to silence it. The universe is working behind the scenes. There is energy being exchanged, healing being done in silence, and you feel it. Because the soul knows when it is being remembered. There is an important point here. You don't need to chase after what is yours. What has purpose returns naturally because true love doesn't need to be forced. It just needs to be recognized. This person doesn't fully understand that yet, but their heart is being worked on. And when the knees of pride bend before what is truly felt, love finds its way. God acts in the invisible. That's why sometimes it seems like nothing is happening, when in reality everything is happening just on the inside. The universe prepares silent reunions, first in dreams, then in signs, and finally, in reality. Everything has its timing, and your time is being aligned right now. Do you feel it? There's something in the air, a kind of presence that defies explanation, yet touches deeply. It's the energy field between you and this person, moving, healing, preparing for what's to come. It's not the end. It's merely the intermission before the revelation. And maybe you've wondered, why do I feel so much if I've already tried to forget? Because what is true doesn't dissolve. It just changes form until it reaches maturity. Love grows alongside the soul, and God, in His wisdom, makes everything happen at the moment both are ready. Do you feel that something is transforming, even if you can't see it yet? Share in the comments, what has the universe been showing you lately? The angels say, trust. What seems like distance is often the shortest path to reunion, and what appears to be forgetfulness is just a heart trying to protect itself. But no defense is strong enough to thwart the divine plan. Today's energy speaks about someone who tried to reason, but reason bends before true feelings. It's as if love is winning a silent battle within a confused heart. This person tries to resist, but every memory, every sign, every dream is a reminder that there is something greater than logic. God is guiding everything to the right place, and when He acts, no human resistance can impede what has been written at the right time. Now the universe reveals the most delicate point of this story: silence. There is something unsaid, and it is in this empty space that the greatest truths reside. This person does not speak, but feels. They do not show, but resonate. And this contrast hurts, because sometimes silence is louder than 1,000 words. God shows that distance is not punishment. It is protection. It is the necessary break for each person to look within and understand what they need to heal before reuniting. This person is living an internal war, between fear and desire, between pride and surrender, between wanting to stay and thinking they should leave. But in every indecision there is a divine whisper saying, "You feel because it is real." It's curious how the universe works. It creates distances to test the bond, and what withstands the test of time is what truly belongs to the soul. Have you ever felt that someone pulled away out of fear, not out of lack of love? Perhaps that's exactly what's happening now. Fear has taken the form of silence, but behind the silence, there are living feelings pulsing, trying to find the courage to express themselves. This person feels you in everything, in the sounds, in the places, in the small repetitions of the day, but they don't know how to return. They don't know how to say that they still think of you. And you try to go on, trying to be logical, practical, rational, but the soul doesn't obey reason. The soul recognizes, and when it recognizes, time may pass, but the feeling remains intact, merely asleep. The angels present a symbolic scene, a heart walking through a mist. Each step is hesitant, but in the distance, a light, and that light is you. Even from afar, your energy is the beacon that guides this lost heart. God is allowing this pause for love to mature, for both to learn to love without fear, without control, without haste. The distance is not an end. It's a seed planted in the soil of time. And when the time is fertile, it will bloom. There is pain, yes, but pain is also prayer. Every sincere longing is a silent conversation between souls, and the universe hears. Even when you don't speak, it understands. Even when you cry, it embraces. This person feels the absence, but fear speaks loudly. Fear of repeating the past, fear of not being enough, fear of being rejected by fate. But what they still don't understand is that God doesn't create loves to be forgotten, but rather to be transformed. Nothing that was true is ever lost. Everything finds a new form, a new time, a new beginning. Sometimes, what you interpret as abandonment is, in fact, refinement. The universe removes what is still raw to return it in essence. And what seems like distance is merely the mold being reshaped to fit love just right. Do you feel the weight of silence? It is the womb of the new. While nothing seems to be happening, the miracle is being prepared. This person will understand, because desire prevails, love prevails, and when logic no longer provides shelter, the knees of pride bend. And it is there that the reunion begins, Not in physical presence, but in spiritual recognition. Do you feel this too? That there is something invisible, yet powerful, connecting two souls even in silence. Hold on to that feeling, because what you feel is real. The universe doesn't stir emotions for no reason. Every tear, every longing, every sign is a preparation for what's to come. And now time begins to move. Energy is reorganizing. Shadows are dissipating. The guardian angels touch the souls involved and say, "It's time to remember. It's time to feel without fear." This person will understand that love cannot be argued. Love must be lived. And when understanding arrives, the words return, the gesture comes back, the path reopens. But until then, trust. Because what God unites with purpose, the universe protects in silence. Now the universe begins to reveal what was hidden. Everything that seemed stagnant begins silently to move. There is a new energy emerging, like the first ray of sunshine after a long night. God works in the invisible. The guardian angels are preparing reunions, gestures, memories that reignite what was dormant. This person thinks about you more than they admit. They pretend to have forgotten, but there's an echo within their chest, the sound of your name vibrating with each heartbeat. They try to protect themselves, but desire has won. In the face of love, logic kneels. The universe shows a slow yet inevitable surrender, a gaze that returns, a longing that intensifies, a prayer asking for courage. Signs begin to repeat themselves. Do you feel it? It's destiny whispering. It's not over. Everything that seemed like a loss was preparation. Everything that seemed like silence was refinement. True love begins to breathe again. Time has healed wounds, dissolved prides, matured feelings. This person understands. Love is not a return to the past, but a new awareness in the present. Because the love of the soul does not repeat stories, it re-signifies them. Breathe, feel. The energy is changing, and what seemed distant begins to come closer, unhurried, without fanfare. The angels say, something is about to happen. A meeting, a message, a sign so clear that it will leave no doubt. Everything that was confusion will become silent certainty. The universe speaks of reconciliation and liberation. Free yourself from fear, pride, and the need to control what is divine. Love matures in God's timing. Shadows dissipate. Indecision gives way to courage. And within this new space, love blossoms in its purest form. Promises are being fulfilled now, perhaps made even before this life. The reunion is spiritual before it becomes physical. Vibrations overlap. Prayers meet along the way. Do you feel that calling? That sensation that something is aligning inexplicably? Nothing is a coincidence. Everything has a purpose. Do you believe that silence also speaks? Write in the comments, because silence is the language God uses when He wants us to listen with our hearts. This person will seek you out, but before that, they will find themselves. And when they come, it will be light, true and profound. This time, love will arrive with peace. Breathe. Close your eyes. Feel the gentle touch of angels upon your shoulders. You are not alone. Everything you have experienced was preparation. Every pain, every doubt, was the ground where God planted faith. Now, the harvest begins. No distance is eternal. No silence is definitive. What is true finds its way back, though not always as we expect, but always as we need. There is an invisible thread connecting souls that recognize each other. Even if time keeps them apart, the universe always finds a way to bring them together. This person will return, not just out of longing, but from understanding, because now they comprehend love with maturity. You who waited and believed will be blessed with answers. God will show that nothing was in vain. Every tear was a plea for healing, every silence a step toward the miracle. The angels whisper, "Rest, what is yours is safe." The universe vibrates in your favor. Forgive what hurt, be grateful for what taught you, and make room for the new. Because when love is reborn, it comes with purpose. It comes with calm, it comes with light. No mistake was a loss. Everything was preparation. God shaped you for the love that is coming, and when He prepares, nothing can stand in the way. Speak it in silence. I trust. I allow. And the universe responds by moving the invisible. No shadow can dim a soul guided by faith. No distance can resist the touch of God. If this message found you today, it's because it already belonged to you. The love that is yours never arrives late. It just learns the right way to come. Now it's your turn. Which word from this message spoke to you the most? Write in the comments. Faith, hope, reunion. Each word is a seed sown in the field of the universe. When you write, you declare, I receive, and the universe responds, then I deliver. If this message resonated with you, give it a like. It's not just a digital gesture, it's a way of saying, I believe. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. Maybe there's a soul waiting for a sign, and this video is the answer. Love multiplies when it is shared, and if you want to keep receiving messages like this, subscribe. Activate the notification bell. The guardian angels always have something new to reveal to you, and each new message could be the answer your heart is waiting for. You are not alone. The universe walks with you, and love is only changing form to reach you again. Do you feel that love still vibrates even in silence? Write that down and believe. Because those who believe Ayako start to see signs, and what comes from God comes with light. No distance can erase what is true. The universe always realigns hearts that seek each other. May the angels surround you. May the universe embrace you. And may God accompany you today and always. If this message touched your heart, comment with the word that spoke to you the most, leave a like and share. And remember,